Welcome back, Focus Daily TV. Hit that like button, subscribe. Today we're going to get into genetic manipulations. In the early 1900s, a program known as Eugenics began. And during this eugenics program, they began to experiment with genetic manipulation. And we're going to tune in on what the Bible says about that today. Leviticus 19:19. Keep my decrees. Do not make different kinds of animals. Do not plant your field with two kinds of seed. Do not wear clothing woven of two kinds of materials. I know that seems kind of vague, but basically it's speaking about the genetic manipulation that this show's about today. As usual, we present the information, and then we try to provide a source other than myself to back up the information that I'm presenting, to let people know that this truly did occur and this truly did break the laws and decrees of the Father. Get into it. Hopefully that's clear. Everybody can see that. All right, let's go.
Search on Old World Photoshop, we began to notice a trend with old postcards from the 1900s showing early examples of compositing. There isn't much information on these. If there's a catalog, it's not easy to come by.
See, the way that these organizations known as the Illuminati and whatnot present information is encoded within media, whether it be pictures, video, audio, even literature. So what we're seeing is them passing information between each other on the genetic experiments that were being conducted during the early 1900s.
But many of these are early examples of photo manipulation. They had surreal, real photo postcards, in which they would attempt to trick people with the illusion of photography. As we continued to look through these old postcards, a very strange and unsettling trend started to become apparent. It began with just simple baby postcards. At first thought, it seems like any ordinary postcard. But as with the same sky postcard mystery, where the author began to see a trend of a variety of postcards, well, there's a category of postcards that deserves its own name and label, but it doesn't seem very well known, as there are no websites or videos explaining this topic. We shall call it the mystery of the repopulation postcards. There are other names for this style, such as baby postcards. By the end,
So basically, once they begin to try to disenfranchise us, take what God had rightfully given to us, they begin to try to genetically annihilate any trace of God's sons and daughters and their genetic identification. In the Bible, it deals a lot with bloodlines and lineages. So basically, they were trying to remove the lineage of the Afro-American, the African American, who truly are the Israelites, the sons and daughters of God.
of this video, you'll be shocked at how many of these there are. We're talking in the thousands. We found one reference to what these cards were in a book on Amazon named
Of course, they have pictures of others, but you have to be able to read in between the line and see the things that they were conducting during those times and the experiments that they were conducting on children.
Babylon, Surreal Babies, in which the author describes these same peculiar 1900s postcards and how they were deeply influential to many famous artists, including Salvador Dali. Yet, the author even admits that little is known of their history. In order to understand
See, although he's speaking about postcards, that is an example of the code. What is being presented is evidence of their endeavors passed in between organizations so everybody could kind of like be on the same page.
why we've labeled them repopulation postcards, a thorough understanding of resets, Tartaria, orphan trains, incubators, asylums, and oddfellows will be necessary. These cards depict babies being grown.
Yeah, this company/country known as America has a dark past. And here on Focus Daily TV, we're here to unravel that past and present this truth to give everybody an opportunity to come back home to God, to pick up that Bible, open up the Word, the laws, and commandments of God, and familiarize yourself with them. We're going to need them.
You're always saying be the change. So come on, man. Be the change. Let's do this.
You know how YouTube go.
How to kill all mosquitoes in the area in 90 seconds.
You pass these ads.
There are many different styles within this category. One of the most interesting is the Cabbage Patch Babies. A variety of themes involving
And the weird satanic thing that the people who perpetrated these acts do is they present their acts and activities to the public also as entertainment. The genetic experiment gave birth to what was known as the Cabbage Patch Kids. Pay attention.
growing babies.
All of this occurred in the 1900s, early. All in an effort to remove the bloodline, the lineage of the children of God, and replace the children of God with themselves. And it brought them to the position that they find themselves in today. And the children of God, we also find ourselves in today. We're going to get more in depth into the details of this. But here on Focus Daily TV, my main job is just to introduce this information so people can begin to do their own research, come up with their own conclusions, test my theory, for you can see that it is the truth that shall make us free.
Babies on plants. Babies on mushrooms.
We'll most definitely get more into the Eugenics program.
Babies in the water.
So these postcards had to be more than a coincidence, because it's a series of postcards telling a story on how these Nazis planned their Holocaust, the true Holocaust, against the Afro-Americans, the children of God. Our numbers were much more greater. But once again, during the early 1900s, 1919, there was an event known as the Red Summer. Google that, look into that. And the main purpose of me showing all of this as a whole is to let the truth be known about who African Americans truly are. We truly are the Israelites. We truly are Jerusalem. We truly are the sons and daughters of God. They know this. They've been hiding this from us ever since they began to ideologically subvert us into Hollywood fantasy land, Disney World, the Oz, the Matrix, into the world of sin where we lost our sight, we lost our hearing, and we no longer even realize who we were as a people. On Focus Daily TV, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm here to reintroduce us to us. Let's go.
Babies in a nest. Babies in eggs being hatched?
I mean, what was the fascination with babies during this time?
Then the babies arrive on the train.
Pay attention. What we're actually seeing is human trafficking in its earliest forms.
There's something eerie about these photos.
Okay, that's it for now. We try to keep it short and sweet to the point, to keep the attention span fully stimulated. But until the next time, hit that like button, subscribe, support the channel, hashtag Focus Daily TV, and we out.